So we're trying to make this recording really quickly. It's kind of noisy in here, but it's kind of important that we do. Shabbat is winding down for this week, and also the first night of the first day of Pesach. But we want to tell you basically that God said we got. Me and my beloved to the street, all family, to the people, and beautiful animals of God's kingdom, and a very large kingdom that lasts forever and ever, never destroyed, never transferred by people. The animals even got to it. I want to tell you that too. We're going to be fine, and God has granted us everything that we told you and we asked for. Listen, we have some other things we want to tell you. First of all, our beloved relatives, we have two rabbi relatives, the head rabbis of Israel. Their fathers were our uncles and dads, our blood uncles and my adopted fathers, and they became our who they married, our blood uncles and our uncles and my adopted fathers. The one rabbi, the bad rabbi that we told you about, that God told us to be aware of, that wasn't correct, was going to try to do something and take his identity. He was going to try to hurt him and take his identity, basically said too. So we don't like to use the harsh word, but we have to. They're going to try to kill him and try to take his identity. And so our beloved relative also was his father also was institutional and predicted us to the world, basically said. And then he was murdered after that. Nobody believed he had a stroke. We just want to say that too. He obviously was put to the people that tried to hurt us murdered him. So we just wanted to see he did our bedecking and everything that we had in public in our public ceremony in Israel just before they started Lebanon War II. So we just want to say that too. And we're in a place and people are being noisy, and I'm sure they try to get your children to be noisy, but we don't want that. So we just want to say that we're trying to tell you things. Also, Dana's guilty. Dana tried to kill us and tried to take our things. She was on a missing persons site, and the police of Israel. It's one of the first people they tried to help us help me remember. Dana did something to our blood uncle. The company was always on Charles Street here. It's from Israel. I own the company. We own the company, and our uncle wanted. He was going to try to get rid of it, and he wanted some help. He wanted to try to keep it, and so I kind of like felt really bad because I helped him keep it because something happened to him when she was. They suspected she blew up that oven. When he was dying, he was telling us that she had done that to him, and that she would try to kill me and my beloved THID. So she ended up on a missing persons site. One of the first places where we saw, one of the first places that they tried to show me and said they had done something to us. So I remembered that. And she tried to make it seem like we had done something to her, but Dana was found in our company. I already knew where she was, trying to take my identity and trying to say she was me. She's not me. And she's also not Jewish. When I mentioned to her about what she says she's Jewish, so could be Israeli too. She said real evil and mean that she wasn't that. So she doesn't like us very much. She's impostuosdoodscharles. And she tried to be with our uncle, Mr. Sid, and he spurned her. And so the other person you see working there, he has a paper on the internet. He had obviously tried to take the company. It's listed as a worker. He's listed as a worker, but he would have tried to change the papers in the end. Our relative who owns a coin shop, he helped to bust Dana. They were going to try to see if see what she would do if she could be with him. And basically said it made him cry because she was just so criminal. Dana's older than my beloved kid guy, and she was with the impostuosdoodscharles. And she was trying to be with our uncle, and she was trying to be with my husband's father. We're little kids, basically said. And Dana was going to try to kill people, try to say she was me. My name is also Ariel. She's going to try to steal my identity. My family knows who I am. Basically said, I was born a Rothschild. So we're just going to tell that too. And all the people that tried to help Dana, they're goy. They're not any people trying to hurt anybody except us Jews. So we're just going to let you know that too. Just really criminal. They told lies on us. It's Passover. Basically, that's what we're trying to tell you. And they tell massive lies. They tell nasty, dirty lies. And it's not correct. Everybody's dirty but them. But I only see the bad people trying to hurt us all, the dirty things. Basically, that's what we take to. My husband doesn't do anything to me except love me and want me to be happy. And this is it. And I want him to be happy and work together for eternity. These people are really crazy. I would never say any of these people I never say any of these people. So they start coming trying to hurt us and trying to take our things. So our beloved Royal Rothschilds family helped to bust Dana. I really do own that company. It was a really small company, a small one-room company. That's it. And so we just want to tell that too. But they thought because they could come, she's impostuosdoodscharles. She thought she could come through Israel and try to take try to take our things. So I just had to tell you that too. So basically that's all the things I wanted to tell you today. Oh, and also Prince William out of Denmark. Okay, they had threatened to burn out his brain with alcohol and a whore. They tried to threaten a little boy like that. What was that? We say. We're going to try that too. People try to do us like that. He was a little boy that was a really good law student and becoming a lawyer, and he wore knee pants and high socks. We're going to try that too. Okay. Also, our Saudi family. I remember I saw two of our servants, or something like our servants. They could never go back to Saudi Arabia. They were black, and they were trying to keep us from being. Everybody knows that the royal family of Saudi Arabia is also Jewish. We're the first visible Jewish king and queen of Saudi Arabia. My beloved and they were trying to run Passover. They were trying to bring matzah into our. They're trying to bring hametz into our matzah clean palace areas. So we're just going to tell that too. Okay, so now that happened to me and my beloved people, really little kids, and our uncle lost his eye trying to defend us and keep us safe in our palaces in Saudi Arabia. But everybody knows that they're the tribe of Levi, and we're the tribe of Judah. We're doing each other too. So we want to tell you that again. So now, all right, try to be careful, safe, alert, and try to have a wonderful rest of Pesach. Pesach day 2 starts at sundown, and we just want to let you know it's a beautiful holiday, and our God said. We'll talk to you as soon as we can. Be careful, safe, and alert. SHAVUAH Tov.